Welcome back to Gilded Gaming. Final Fantasy 14. Normally we play this on Wednesday, but I'm getting a little bit of a head start right now. We have a whole lot of MSQ to get through still. Speaking of, I think it was Friday night. All right. You would speak with Lord Commander. Make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those massing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
This thing going. All right. Forgot to do a tweet today. My bad. All right. I can't tell you that we're going to go see Ice Heart, can we?
I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least.
Sure.
Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the Sea's more vocal crusaders.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg.
Sounds pretty good.
I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then. Carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
So we're going to go recruit Ice Heart? I don't know how this is going to work out. We'll see. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Ishgardian attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short time is against us. If you're ready, Estinian, let us be about our task. Ooh, all that sweet XP.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us.
Oh, yeah.
And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
I don't know how to think about that.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution.
Oh, dude. Use a bad guy. I mean, we already kind of knew that.
We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
Very well.
What of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Excuse me? What? What was that? Oh my. Who was this? A wind-up Alphino. Yes, please. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. And I shall await you at St. Renette's Forum. Tell your friend that we may be sometime. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Elheim. Let us head back to Fortemps Manor. In search of Iceheart. And something's gonna hit the fan. I don't know what. They playing music? Sort of. Some kind of sound they're making. Of course, our course is set to Tataru, and maybe sometime before Elheim and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it's you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh ho, before you go, you must put this on, Alphino. I made it specially. No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. Okay. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear for the cold. 'Twas the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Tataru's become our little information getter. Alright. Very well. go find Iceheart. Speak with Estinian. Where is he? He's over by the steel manufacturing. Okay. Have you said your farewells then? Aye. We are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on these sail's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Korthus Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is likely he will know of any heretic activity that has been reported in the area. Okay. To the Falcon's Nest. Actually, no. Actually, do any of these go there? The Central Highlands. Okay. We need this one. Oh, I'll get all used to these controls in a little bit. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. What do we have here? Is it a dungeon, perhaps? Hey, Karanova. Yeah, man, I'm gonna get a head start on tomorrow. Ooh, Aether Current, right? Yeah. Wondering about something about bridge repairs. You have a moment to talk. A short while ago, one of the workers from House Zemiel asked me to go and deal with some Mylodons that have been causing trouble. The Black Iron Bridge barely survived the calamity and is in desperate need of repairs, but the upland Mylodons roam far too close to it. The craftsmen can't work safely. Someone needs to kill them. The Mylodons, it is, not the craftsmen. I'd asked the Dragoons to do it, but they're so busy it'd be weeks before they found the time. I'd do it myself, but there's so many of the beasts that I fear I'd be swarmed and outnumbered. You're a capable woman. Would you be so kind as to thin them out somewhat? If you were to kill, say, 3 of them, I think I'd be able to finish off the rest myself. Just 3? I mean, yeah, sure. Where is that at? Can I tell? Up here? Okay. Some of the Aether Currents you'll find on side quests. Well, it's nice that they mark them with the little plus symbol, just like as if it was unlocking a dungeon. So, I mean, they'll stand out at least. I generally do all the quests with the little plus symbol on them anyways. But if we're heading out, let's get the main quest too. When it first came out, there was no plus symbol. Gotcha. You had to do all the side quests, I guess. Well, Mistress Gilded, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon, I know, of course, but I do not believe I've met this young gentleman. Alphino Levier, at your service, and you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe that there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence of the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served for speaking directly with my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweeping of the surrounding lands at any moment. And we also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Organi Mills. It's possible they have unearthed information that would be of use to you. Mistress Gilded knows well the place I speak of, for it was she who discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while you two visit the refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. Or look up a dungeon list and find out when you can unlock them. What about dungeon list? A wise use of our time. Come, Elheim, I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the Heretic's lair. Indeed. Hopefully we can at least get far enough in the story tonight that tomorrow, when people are on, we can do a trial or a dungeon or something. I know there's going to be some in the story eventually. I wanna ride my chocobo. We got the black chocobo now. Normally means we'd be able to fly, I'm just saying. After MSQ sounding out the amphitheater, you can unlock the level 51 dungeon Dusk Vigil. Sounding out the amphitheater, okay. I'll keep an eye out for it. Ooh, it's an Aether Current. Hell yeah. So you have to find every Aether Current in a zone in order to fly there? Is that how it works? To the north. We're detecting them. 375 yalms to the north. So. Wasn't sure how far a yalm is. I'm just kind of like hitting it every now and then to get an idea. Just hit start and go travel to show how many currents you have in the zone. Oh, really? It'll tell you how many that you have to find or how many that I have. We're getting close. Ooh, east. I see it. That's 2. How many you have and how many to find, and how many are behind quests. Okay, so I hit start and go to travel. Aether Currents. Oh, okay. So I'm guessing that the red ones on top are behind quests, and then we've got 2 out of the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 out of the 10 that we can get without quests. Is that right? All right. Well, we should get those. $301 yalms to the east. Okay. Red ones are behind either MSQ or side quests. Gotcha. Well, I have one quest for one, so that tells us one of those. Look at that guy. He's interesting looking. Oh, you fought one of those before. Okay. Northeast. Getting close. Three yalms. Must be like right down there, maybe. There it is. Normally 2 are behind the MSQ and the rest are side quests. Okay. I guess there's not much point in getting them until we get the 2 MSQ ones, right? Because we won't be able, you have to get all of them, right? So, but still, it's nice to knock some of them out, I think. Right, northwest. That's which way we're going. now it's north. We need to get out of this canyon. This means I need to kill for the other quest are right up above me too. Gotta figure out how to get to the right from here. Not looking very possible. I think I need to go back and take that bridge. I'm just taking one to the west. There it is. Mostly pretty much straightforward. Crap. Farther west. These zones are mostly barren, you know what I mean? Like, they're like big open areas with like a couple little places like this in them, you know? Right there. I'm not thoroughly impressed with these new zones so far. We've only gotten two. The other one up in the sky is kind of cool. But even it so far is mostly... I mean, it's cooler looking, but it's empty. And it's just like snowy, difficult terrain is about all this area is. With random monsters dotted about. North. Thanks for the tip about the travel menu. That's really going to be helpful to know what I have left. For this quest that you say that I need to do to unlock a optional dungeon, am I close to getting to it? Southeast. Oh, it's okay. West. Get up here first. What? Come on. Thank you. You end up having to get through most of the main story before you really unlock flying because of the ones that are gated behind main story completion. Kind of what I expect. But... there. Trying to find me in the zone. I'm in the part with the snow. Have you gotten these Aether Currents already? Is that you over there? Northeast. Oh, way to the northeast. Interesting rune over here. All the spikes thrust up in the air to stop dragons, I guess. Ah, I see it. Gelato. Oh, I can't go up that. Gotta find a way to the east. This doesn't look very promising. Haven't. I'm stuck. Show off. You're flying. Riding around on My Little Pony. Got 2 more to get that aren't behind quests. Okay, here we go. south. North. It's just east. Well, this was... Oh, it's right there on the building we're going to. Convenient. The last one is south of here. Alright, let's grab this since we're here. Mistress Gilded, our findings, you say? Well, there's something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon promising-looking sheath of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by a great white beasts. It would seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded, and you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Elheim. Very well. Who's the basement, yes? Okay. They just left some polar bears in there. The stadium's already here. The beasts are slain. My thanks, Mr. Gilded. We may return to our duty without fear of mauling. Okay, wait a minute. Inventory. Alright. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is that not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing the contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. It is hardly a choice at all. Alright. Bought some letters. And there's one over here. Okay. Easy enough. Have you recovered much of the heretics' correspondence? Splendid. Added to the contributions of Master Levier and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What we have here then, every one of these pages is a record of a dealing betwixt the Gorgona Mills heretics and their fellows in the Ak-Afan amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Okay. Level up! Nice. Oh, standing out the amphitheater. This is the one you're talking about. The Afakhan amphitheater, the very place which you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of the treacherous track of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Monbrita succeeded in recreating the Ak-Afan beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Gorgona Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'd wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers in the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnel was cleared, but they would not deny us entry. Okay. Before we leave here, I need to kill 2 more of the Mylodons, and we got 1 more Aether Current to find, and then we'll head out towards Iceheart. Let's see. The quest is there. And 370 elms to the south. It looks like the last Aether Current's about the same area. Here's one of them. Some more over here. Okay. Are you level 53 now too? You switched jobs. Well, in that case, I'll come help. $168 yalms to the south. And this should be the last Aether Current. That's just freestanding without a quest. Although we should theoretically get one from the quest I'm doing right now, killing those 3 guys. I don't know where that's going to be. Oh, 74 yalms northwest. Ah, here it is. Yep. Alright, we got 5 left to get here that are all quest locked. We need to get over here. Didn't take much time to grab all the aether currents. That compass makes it really easy to find them. How do you like playing a bard? Fun at times. Right down below. So once you get the aether currents on one job, whenever you're leveling all your alternate jobs, you just have it already pretty much, yeah? Yeah. This is gonna be a duty. Ah, the guests of House Forton, accompanied by the Asher Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Akafan beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. That's true. Huh? Quest must be undertaken alone. Oh, I have to. Okay. I was like, my class is right. It was saying to the party. Yeah, thanks, Karanova. This is where we fought Shiva, yeah? An impressive structure. No wonder I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Dogs of Ishgard, it is not enough you banish your beloved saint. Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress that we might broker a peace. You think us fools, boy? I will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer. We know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers. May dragon wings bear us to victory.
Your guard is down.
Oh, I'm already on this one. Alright. That's what I used to playing on the controller. Oh, they got uglier. I'm sure I might find it easier on the controller eventually. I'm just used to the other way. I'm used to tab targeting and stuff, so the target I'm just not used to the targeting yet. I forgot I have this. Could have been using that, especially in groups.
Know your folly.
Focus. Release.
There we go. They fight like demons, 'tis death to remain. Fall back, brothers, retreat to the cinders. Cinders, huh? I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there'll be even more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you'll be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian. I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts, found in the midst of a frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age found a dragon of titanic proportions, and after a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened to the point of death and forced into a magic slumber by the entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. Okay. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the Convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentello, may still have information of use to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with the name either. The Convictors are dragon slayers after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we indeed walk into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors and then temper our haste with a measure of caution. Alright. Welcome back to the party, Himiko Nova. Here's the Dreaming Dragon, and here's the Convictors, okay. A bit of a walk. What's the little A beside his name mean? The Silver Wolf A. This one doesn't have it. Means X number of mob in a group or something? I gotta go around. Getting close. Okay. Well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have the frail look about you, boy. I'll give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon. Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with the flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! The armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect. I am Gentillo, leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you to our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Elheim, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. Okay. Ooh, another one for an Aether Current. Wants you to experience firsthand what life at the Convictory is like. I remember you. How could I forget? You're the lass who was into the Azure Dragoon's company. Since you're here anyways, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for us Convictors. The Dravanian horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years like I have, I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, and then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. And another Aether Current. The dead care not for justice. Cowards, all of you. Have you no shame at all? I beg your... Wait, are you not Mr. Gilded, honored ward of House Fortemps? Praise Helene, surely you will consider my request. Know you the Dusk Vigil, westernmost of the Citadel's watchtowers, built to warn of the horde's approach, which was lost following the calamity, another victim of the snows. Within the ruins lies a priceless treasure which must needs be reclaimed. I thought to enlist the services of these so-called dragon slayers, but it seems their courage is not as boundless as they would have you believe. But you, madam, you are not one to shy away from danger, am I right? Ah, very good indeed. There's a sculpture of the Fury within the Dusk Vigil's chapel. An ice rondelle is set into its helm. I would have you prize it free and deliver it to me. The Vigil is not difficult to find. Simply head north through the Bane Pool until you come to the gates. Knights may bar your passage, but should you explain who you are, they will grant you leave to enter. Alright, so we got ourselves another dungeon. Alphino's got the new main quest. That puts us up to 3 quests for Aether Currents, leaving only 2 left. Alphino is eager to gather information. Yep, let's do it. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with them, as many of them as you can, Elheim. Okay. Nay, I know of no heretics, but do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Raitmo, Venermont, and Berthenot that wanders in and out of camp? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea why a heretic could pass right under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear lady. The big ones. Wherever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey, I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry about on the ground. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Periquet or someone? I've enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no business of mine what folks do with themselves out there in the wilds. Okay. Something I can help you with, milady? Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but I ain't to say I haven't seen and heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please my lord, I am Periquet, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. I weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was in order of St. Jalop's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once you got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds, told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. Alright. Very well. Another quest there. Ooh, this thing is an Aether Current too. Asinian wishes to prepare a signal fire to lure out the heretics. If we are to lure our foes into our position, we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard a tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Elheim? It should prove a trifling task of you to procure a number of hides. We need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. It will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. That's another Aether Current. That's 4 out of the 5. Is this one? Yes, it is. I think we have all the quests for Aether Currents. Luce stares out into Snowdrift's grim expression on her face. Want to help you out, do you? Well, there's plenty needs doing and killing besides. I'm sure you've noticed the dragons aren't the only thing we have to contend with out here. Take the polar bears, for example. They come here looking for an easy meal, drawn by the smell of our cook fires, and raid the stores. Think you could thin their numbers a little? Killing 4 or so of them should suffice. You'll be compensated for your troubles, of course. Alright. Wow, these guys are just like right here. Well, they're up there, I guess. Okay. Get these quests done. See if we can't get ourselves flight out here. That'll help a lot. for those guys. The wool yak? Yes, it is. One over here. So it's assigning you to one more, two of these little dinky quests. Turn in the one we already did. Complete a dungeon and do one more main quest. And I think we might have flight, at least here. It's zone by zone, right? So. Right. Here. Gotta kill some 4 polar bears. Alright, here's one. Three. Quest zones to the south. There's another one. Alright, we could turn these two in at the Convictory. Slain those rooms already, have you? How'd you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? Good work, lass. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. It sounds like those runes barely put a fight up to be considered a proper warm-up. You clearly know what you're doing. You'll try your hand at hunting down some dragons. Speak with me again sometime. Boom. Well, you're certainly more reliable than any lordling I've ever met. Only got eyes for dragons, even though I tell them time and time again that if no one sees these bears, they'll never be a scrap to eat. But do they listen? I dare say everyone around here could stand to be a little more like you. Well, I say you compensated, and I'm true to my word. I trust you consider this a fair remuneration for your efforts. Alright. Go do the main quest, then swing up and unlock that dungeon. We got another one to turn in down in Falcon's Nest, and then that should be flight. Theoretically. Unless I miscounted. Alright, just stay in what you got. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alphino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need?
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Hey, look who showed up.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We wish to stop Midgard's attack on Ishgard.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress.
What?
'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Heavensward, in particular, so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Heavensward, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Heavensward ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard. was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
Have his eye. Gotcha.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Oh, hello.
Good gods.
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him.
Oh, okay.
Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Midgar Stormer want to say something? Are we powering back up one of the crystals? Okay. Very well. It's like a main quest completion tracker or something.
My friend. I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Dragoon is great.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
I don't know if we'll get Hraesvelgr onto our side, but we're certainly convincing Midgar Stormer slowly. Maybe he'll help. Yay, Aether Current. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this since we're here. Ooh, new chess piece. Oh, never mind. Holy Rainbow sure defending. Yeah. Not quite as good yet. You're Elheim, yes? Pray address me as... Yes... How do you pronounce that? Just Sally, if you wish. It's passing strange. It is not the fate should bring us together. Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the Western Highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. Ooh, Chocobo Forest. Okay, they're off that way. Alright, okay, there's the entrance to the Dravanian area. We need to get up here for the Dust Vigil. Alright. We'll unlock Dusk Vigil and then make my way back to Falcon's Rest to turn in the other one, and then completing Dusk Vigil should be the last Aether Current for this zone, I think. Purple Falcon mount. That sounds cool. Maideny. What's this? A ward of House Fortant wishes to enter the Dust Vigil. You are aware that the ruins are infested with wild beasts and God only knows what else, are you not? Why, just the other day, one of the convictors claimed to have seen a massive winged beast, not a dragon mind, but something altogether different. But far be it from me to deny an esteemed patronage an opportunity to kill herself in a new and exciting way. Pray, go on ahead. You want to do that one with me, Nova? We can do that tonight. Yeah, sure. You want to queue us up? Are you party leader? I think. Yeah, you're party leader. I'm just gonna run down to Falcon's Rest and turn in the other quest. And hopefully I can fly to the main quest. Gotta wait for a healer. Do you know anything about this Dusk Vigil dungeon? Is there anything I need to know about any of the fights? You know what? I'm just gonna teleport over there. Give myself some time. Fairly easy. Alright. Fair enough. You've already killed 3 of them. Thank you ever so much. You're not injured, are you? Here, please take this. It's your cut of the fee for the work. Incidentally, did you happen to see the farm on the far side of the bridge? Those Mylodons have made it difficult to access that area, and the bridge has been left to fall apart. After we repair the bridge, one day we might be able to rebuild that farm. Alright. So now, if I look at my log here, we're only missing 1, which we should get after completing this dungeon. And then I'll be able to fly. Theoretically. Is this supposed to be either right? Yeah, there's nothing to do there. Checking. You're in on air, so you can help explain the fights. Oh, okay. You hear me? Yes, sir. Okay. All right. The Griffin. All right. Slowly getting used to these controls. Which door? This. story going on in these journal pages. Just the 3. Okay. Okay. All right. I like Death Knight. Sorry, Dark Knight. Death Knight's the WoW equivalent. Strange enough, I've never really played Death Knight, actually. Changed a lot. Come here, Griffin. All right. Only one thing left on our little checklist over there. Gotcha. How do I know when to go hide? Oh, there's the gem we need. Shit. Now I know. 18%. 17%. GG. Ooh, new job quest. Nice. Well, thanks for the help as always, Nova. I think I should be able to get to a trial and a dungeon tomorrow night. And yeah, those pants were an upgrade. Sweet. You have it, Mr. Gilded? Yes, there's no mistaking it. At last is ours once more. My parents presented this sapphire to me on my wedding day, and as my wife and I presented it to Ilhumeric on his. One day they would do the same for their son. But for that disgrace of an inquisitor, suspicion of heresy, what rot! He knew that he wanted what he wanted from the start. By the time I secured her release, they had interrogated her for days. She was a shadow of her former self. The final insult, the twisting of the knife, was when my son took command of the Dusk Vigil and found the ice roundel to be a centerpiece of the newly commissioned sculpture of the Fury. He couldn't prove it was the self-same one who had vanished, but oh, he knew. But no more, no more. It is back with the family where it belongs. It is admittedly hollow comfort, yet in my waning years I must accept what little can be had. Free bird! I can fly! That's pretty sweet. Sitting here going, what button goes down? Alright, I'm gonna get out of Discord. Thanks for your help. And it is about midnight. I think we're going to call it here tonight. And we will pick back up here tomorrow night with more Final Fantasy XIV. We're going to be heading to Dravanian lands, it looks like. The Dravanian Forelands. Whole new zone. Big one, too. Maybe zoom. Zoom in and out. Boom. Looks like it's got 2 Aether points in it. And a dungeon. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.